So we have the spider form, but we have a quite highly developed face and a quite highly developed character, and he draw the eye in the middle, the one that is showing up in the morphogenesis of the mushroom, the pseudomorphic. If you look at these mushrooms, they are extracted from the lower intestines in a 28-day cycle. You have male and female forms, and you can find sexual organs that are male and female, and these sexual organs are spider-like. I think it's called bulbous, the kind of a bag containing the sperm of the spider. This is what you find within these mushrooms. But it doesn't look like mushroom from the cell structure. It looks like the step to the next generation is not fungus anymore. It's going in steps to a real spider generation. The second thing these spiders do when the fruiting bodies are extracted through the lower intestines, some of the patients have the feeling of having energy extracted from the forehead, pulsed streams of energy flowing into the lower intestines, and it feels like whatever is born down there is stealing light, is stealing energy from the human system to accumulate as much as possible of it. And this all mounts up from my background. I've been dealing with physics a lot, and I'm familiar with higher dimensional physics. I'm familiar with the theory of Matty-Pitcairn and multi-layered space-time sheets, and for me it's quite easy to think in higher dimensional rooms. Who is not into physics might go into the spiritual realm when we say that mankind is about to ascend into higher realms, and we have this Vedic concept of 7 hells and 7 heavens. This is all identical with the multi-layered space-time sheets of Matty-Pitcairn. So for me, it is quite easy to imagine higher dimensional biology, trans-dimensional beings. And what I observe out of this point of view when I look at Morgellon disease, it looks like a higher dimensional being abusing humans to reproduce his own species. And before these pseudomorphic fruiting bodies leave the body, they extract enough biophotons from the forehead to ascend to a parallel dimension. And from then on, they're invisible. But they're still within the body. And this now is pure science. This is what we found in the lab. This is what can be explained with higher dimensional theories. But it also refers to mythology. If you have an invisible creature crawling through your body, trying to access your energetic system, this is very close to what one might call a demon or an archon. And if you look at the descriptions of these archons from 2,500 years ago, the description of the biology is identical with what these Morgellon victim was painting. They're described as spiders with human faces, and there are exactly 2 different species that are close relatives but different. And it is described that they live as light parasites, and this is basically what the entire black magic tradition is about. Being a black magician means to communicate with those archons and offering them access to your physical light system, feeding them with the biophotons, feeding them with the life force, and in exchange they offer power. Power over other human beings. This is what black magic rituals are always about. So we're starting to get a picture.